Today, we're going to break down the perfect storm that absolutely hammered the Verasity token VRA not too long ago. So, what happens when you get a crisis of trust, some really suspicious on-chain data, and a totally hostile market all crashing down on the same crypto at the exact same time? Well, that's exactly what we're here to explain.
It all kicked off with this number, 93 billion. I mean, it felt like it happened overnight. This became the new official circulating supply for VRA. Now, for a community that thought the supply was somewhere around 10 billion, this was just a massive, shocking increase that came out of absolutely nowhere.
And that shock, it turned into a deep sense of betrayal really fast. You could feel it in the community. As one person on Reddit put it, plain and simple, the team said this would never happen. You gotta understand, people had been told for years that the token supply was under control, so this sudden change felt like a huge, broken promise. Okay, so let's really dive into this. This wasn't just one bad thing happening. It was more like three completely different forces all converging at once to create this crisis for Verasity. And we're gonna break down every single one of them. The first thing, and you could argue this was the most damaging part of the whole storm. It wasn't some tech glitch or a bad day in the market. No, it was a fundamental, complete breakdown of trust, and it was all centered on the project's tokenomics. So right at the heart of all this controversy were these things called proof-of-view tokens, or PoV for short. Now, the way the team originally explained it, these were supposed to be utility tokens working behind the scenes to verify ad views. And here's the crucial part. The promise was they would always be separate from the main, tradable VRA supply that everybody was buying and selling. But then, on December 29, 2023, that promise was officially thrown out the window. The plan to move those PoV tokens to their own separate contract? Canceled. Instead, they were just merged right into the main supply. And to top it off, the max possible supply of VRA was jacked up to 200 billion tokens. That clean separation everyone was expecting just vanished. The reaction from the community was, well, it was raw. This Reddit user pretty much captured how everyone felt, calling it a massive 900% dilution. Can you imagine? The feeling was that the value of every single token you were holding had just been torpedoed without any warning at all. So let's get to the second part of the storm, because that crisis of trust was then amplified by what people were finding on the blockchain. The on-chain data started fueling these massive fears of insider activity. This is where investors basically turned into detectives. And to do that sleuthing, analysts use tools like this, called a bubble map. It looks kind of complex, but it's actually pretty simple to get. Every bubble you see is a different crypto wallet. The bigger the bubble, the more VRA it's holding. And those lines connecting them, that's money moving, direct transactions between wallets. And this is what the analysis started to show. The Verasity team's own wallets were holding over 12% of the entire supply. Then you add in the tokens held by just a few major exchanges, and you realize that a very, very small group of entities controls nearly half of all the VRA in existence. And that kind of concentration, having so many tokens in so few hands, is exactly why certain wallet movements are seen as a universal red flag in the crypto world. It just sets off all the alarm bells. And that big red flag is the fear of an insider dump. It's a really simple two-step process that just sparks instant panic. First, the on-chain analysts see a huge chunk of VRA moving from a team-controlled wallet. Second, those tokens show up at a big exchange. And the immediate conclusion everyone jumps to is the team is getting ready to sell, and that could crash the price. So think about where we are. Trust is completely broken. The on-chain data looks super suspicious. That's when a hostile market swooped in and turned what was already a really bad situation into an absolute catastrophe for anyone holding VRA. This chart just illustrates perfectly how isolated the VRA crash really was. Take a look. During one flash crash on July 22, 2023, VRA just plummeted, down as much as 35%. But the rest of the crypto market? It barely even blinked, dipping less than 1%. This wasn't the market dragging VRA down. VRA was in a freefall all on its own. And this wasn't just a single bad day. It was this cascade of bad news over several months. It started with that flash crash in July that wiped out traders, then came the devastating Tokenomics bomb in December, and it all ended with the project getting delisted from major exchanges in January 2024, which basically cut off market access for tons of investors. So, after a perfect storm like this, a storm that shattered portfolios and trust pretty much equally, the big question on everyone's mind is pretty simple. Is a recovery even possible from here? And we have to be really clear about this. A real, lasting recovery isn't just about the price bouncing back. It's about rebuilding the project's completely shattered credibility, from the ground up. So, what's that path forward look like? Well, analysis of the whole situation seems to point to three things that are pretty much non-negotiable. First, any token sales from team-controlled wallets have to stop, period. Second, the on-chain data needs to show that the big money players, the whales, feel confident enough to start buying again. And finally, the team has to come out with a clear, meaningful overhaul of their tokenomics to put those dilution fears to rest for good. And that leaves us with this one last question. And it really captures the entire dilemma that Verasity is facing. The project has a working product, a real use case, fighting ad fraud. But even the best technology in the world might not matter if investors can't easily buy or sell the token anymore. And maybe more importantly, if they just can't bring themselves to trust it.